conversation with the what's his face got killed, that elf dude that
There we go.
nobody liked,
Gotcha.
and then
Noise warning, by the way.
what?
Last time on Dragon Ball Z.
Okay.
Soundboard.
It was a recursive ninja. Don't yell at me.
See here. Then we went and talked to the lady who is the leader of the secret society of misfits, and she was upset that we dug open, or somebody dug open her cave, because bad things were going to come destroy the world if we poked around too much, or at least cause lots of death. So we said, cool, we won't dig in around anymore. We'll convince the people to not dig around anymore. And then we found out Derek, or whatever his name was from our guild, was part of the secret society. We went back to town, talked to Derek, told him what's up. He kind of freaked out a little bit. And then Mott got a new quest to save kidnapped children. And then we had a encounter with the Fae Queen,
Archfey.
Pirate, Archfey. Yeah, her. They tried to steal my name, which was no bueno. And then, yeah, that's kind of that's the highlights of what happened last week on Dragon Ball Z.
All right, so yes, for the most part, that was everything. You guys are headed back. You guys headed back into the city. Mott has filled you in on the kidnap, slavery nonsense that he wishes to do something about.
Mm-hmm.
As you guys, I believe you guys were amicable towards that.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Telling him you would help him with that. He said good. And then he stops. He stops in the middle of the street and looks at the three of you. I have to go take care of a few things, get some information, and basically iron things out. I'll be back. And he disappears into the crowd.
Don't forget the password.
It's Boner.
All right. Several people in the street stop and stare at you as you yell this down the crowded street.
Mm-hmm.
You see Mott's hand pop up and wave, and then disappear back into the crowd. You three are now on your own in the city of Neomar.
Do you think he's
You
gonna
may,
forget about the password?
Yeah, probably.
No. Oh. We'll have to remind him again next time we see him.
Hey, Flame.
Yeah, my dude.
He says something about like kidnap people. We agree to
Yeah.
help him, and then he just runs away.
I think he has to go get some information about where those kidnapped people are. Like, I think he heard they're getting kidnapped, but then he didn't know where they were, so he's gonna go try to figure it out. So then we can go in and be all like, fireball, and burn up all the bad guys.
Yeah, man, but dude, like that's what we do, man. We're good at getting information. I mean, you saw how we got that. Well, you lost your name, so that doesn't count. But other things, we're good.
We are good.
I feel like we're good.
I feel like we're good. But he could have actually, told us what we should be doing in the meantime to help, but he didn't. I don't think. I mean, Mott did say it was a couple weeks, right? So he might be gone for a while. Sorry, that was in character.
Oh, my apologies.
So he might be gone for a while. So we got time to do some other things while we wait up for him to come back. I just don't know what we need to do. Or should do. Or can do.
Well, I'll tell you what, we definitely don't want to go to the Fae.
Yeah. Not again. Not again. They're tricksy.
No. Kanari, buddy, listen. You were all afraid in there, and then you were like tied to a tree, right?
Yeah, because they bullies.
I wasn't tied to a tree. I wasn't scared of them. So again, stop being scared of them.
Did they take your baby teeth?
Let me check. Did they take it, Liam?
You are missing your baby teeth, yes.
My baby teeth, no! You know how much money that was worth?
A gold?
I think it's like 100 gold per baby tooth.
Bro, I'm gonna find you some baby teeth so you can pay me the 100 gold.
Can we not like seek out the baby teeth? Because that usually will imply messing with babies.
I mean, babies drop them out normally, you know?
Now, you're supposed to keep your baby teeth for trade when you grow up.
Yeah, I agree.
Uh-huh.
I think my parents traded off my baby teeth when I was still a baby. They
And,
never gave them to me.
when I was in the Feywild, they did good deeds for some people sometimes, and they gave me baby teeth as payment.
All right. Listen, you said boner. People are staring. We're talking about baby teeth. They're staring more. Can we go somewhere else?
Sure.
There are several people who have stopped and are like whispering pointedly and pointing at you.
Flame will wave as we walk away. You guys just want to go back to the tavern, or?
I don't know. That's where that pixie thing found Canary, and we went there. Will we be safe again?
Maybe.
How'd they kidnap us for the Feywild? Last I remember, I was in the tavern, then I got knocked out.
Yeah, it must have been some fey magic. I don't know.
Oh, they
But
cast a
there's
spell
some
on
sort
me
of.
and dragged me there. That's what must have happened.
I think so. All right, my dudes, back to the tavern.
All right. You guys head back to the Rams' home. As you get there, and you see the other group is holstering a cart and horse, or horses. My apologies. They have two draft horses. They are getting ready to leave. They have a new. They have acquired a new companion. Apparently, there's a minuscule kobold in bright, fancy-looking chainmail bouncing around, going, "Shall help with this. Shall help with that."
Hmm.
Uh, he's. It's. You haven't seen this kobold before. It's very much a new phase.
I'm gonna
Does
go
it
up
look
to the mushroom and say, "What's up with the kobold?"
cool?
New friend.
Ah, cool. And I talk in his head too, telepathically. I can do that too.
Impressive. Ghost turns and continues unsaddling out the cart.
They
He's
are.
impressed and focused.
Yes, they are working. They are working rather impatiently. The pixie is nowhere to be seen. Uh, Zinni, the elven woman, has a long hooded, like traveler's cloak wrapped about her, and she looks none too pleased about whatever this mission of theirs is.
Zinni's the Fey patron, right? Or the Fey warlock.
Yes, the Fey Warlock.
I'll say, Zinni, I saw your mistress and I gave her all my baby teeth, so she should be happy for now.
She just blinks at you and, all right, that's nice.
Have you ever seen her in person? She's so scary.
Many times, I spent many
She
years with her.
is imposing, Durst says with a grumble.
Yeah, I grew up in the Feywild myself. I don't never want to go back.
About this time, Davy, the dwarf, pops his head out of the cart. All right, we're all set. Let's get on the road. Illith ain't gonna wait for us.
All right,
Where are you
bye.
guys
Have fun
going?
adventuring.
Uh,
Durst gives the wave and he sets it to the caravan. And as you undo, you can see the caravan noticeably tilt to one side where he's sitting.
Where are you guys going? No.
Zinni looks at you, and we have a job in an iron mine, and it's not going to be pleasant.
Oh. Why?
Do you know what happens to the Fey folk when they meet cold iron?
No, my dude.
No,
I
what?
actually don't.
Tell me the secret.
It's like a very bad allergic reaction.
Oh,
Oh.
cold iron. Oh yes. Okay,
Did
guys, I need to go
did you?
shopping for cold iron.
Okay. Did you? Did you guys bring some Benadryl with you?
She just looks at you, and if it was that kind of reaction, maybe, but it's more. I say like a bad reaction, but it's more like poison to them,
Oh.
and by extension, I don't much enjoy it myself due to my ties with my patron.
Well, then why are you guys? Why did you take that mission?
We didn't really get much
Money's good.
choice. That too.
And what do you mean by cold iron? Like it's just you take iron and make it cold?
Just raw iron ore. It's just raw iron ore.
Yeah,
Oh,
she just looks at you. Raw iron, the kind you find in a mine, tends to make Fey folks feel ill, and the
guys,
weaker ones can perish.
wow, this is good
Oh.
info. Guys, we need to make our carriage all out of iron, cold iron, and I need a suit of armor of cold iron.
Okay.
You and then he looks at you. You do realize once it's worked, it loses that property, right?
So, so that's why it needs to be cold, unworked iron. So you can't heat it up.
Raw, unworked iron. Yes.
Right.
Mm.
Anyway, we have places to be. It was nice to see you. I'm glad my patron didn't rip one of your heads off.
Thank you,
Well,
Though
all of
Zinni.
our heads off.
I heard about your name. You're lucky. And she walks away.
Bye. Have a great time.
Scarlet snaps the reins. The horses pull away. Shawl, the little kobold, sticks her head out the back and goes, "Bye."
Bye, Shawl.
Wow.
And
Wow,
Darth
this
is
is.
behind her, just waving away.
Hi, Derek. Wow, this is such good info, cold iron. We're almost even, me and Zenny now.
Hmm.
All right. You guys walk into the Ram's home. Derek is nowhere to be seen. Mercedes is nowhere to be seen. Illith is attending the bar's sole patron. Uh, and I thought occurs to me.
Lamb walks in and sits down at their table.
That way Aku can actually watch what's going on.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
I'm sitting here playing Final Fantasy. I'm good. I
Okay.
mean, I'll try to peek into it for a bit, but right now I'm
Oh,
distracted.
okay. Then I won't bother. I didn't realize you were still playing Final Fantasy. But yes, you walk in. She is attending the bar's sole patron. He is a dwarfen man, rather burly, blonde hair, thick beard, black scale mail, and a long sword hanging at his side. And he is downing drink after drink.
Hello, who are you?
Uh, he ignores you, continuing to drink his drinks. There's about 6 empty flagons in front of him at the moment, and he's got 3 more filled ones to his side, and he is very much intent on drinking them.
Talk
Illith
to.
looks at you and very gently looks at you and shakes her head, like don't bother him.
Okay, Illith. I have a question.
She walks over and what is it?
Can you serve drink with cold iron in it?
Why would I do that?
Oh, don't worry about it. It's secret. But can you? I want to drink it.
You want to drink something with raw iron ore in it.
Yes.
What? I'm not going to ask. I'm not going to ask. Kunari, I will not prepare you a drink with raw iron in it.
Oh, why not?
Because one, I don't have any raw iron. Two, as strange as you are, and as endearing as it can be, you're not getting that kind of request out of me. Because one, I know your fear of the Fae. Everyone knows it. And two, I understand that there is a Fae folk in this guild hall most of the time you're here.
Hmm.
So I'm not going to take the risk of you potentially poisoning an Archface servant.
No, I was gonna drink it myself for protection against the Fae.
That's not going to help you.
Well, why not? It would be like my blood has iron in it, right?
No, all it will do is going to make you very sick.
Well, it can't hurt. Can't hurt a shot, right? I mean,
Very well. You bring me a lump of raw, unworked iron, and I'll make you your drink. But I'm warning you, you're going to be sick.
Kunari will try it. Thank you. Where do I get iron at?
You could try a blacksmith shop.
Okay, I'll go there next.
She walks back over to the other dwarf who's drained two more flagons and starts pouring more ale into his empties.
Kunari goes under the table.
Kunari, will you just sit with us for once?
Oh, what you mean?
It's not bedtime, my dude. You can sit in the chair.
That's true, but I like it under the table.
But we don't like you under the table.
Okay, and I slowly peek my head about on the corner and sit down and look really nervous,
He
fidgeting.
sits, Flame. He sits.
Wow. Progress. Progress, my dude. Progress.
All right.
So, what do you think that dwarf deal is over there, Brian?
I don't know. He doesn't seem like a happy sort.
I tried to talk to him. He doesn't want to talk to me.
See? I
Well,
rest my case.
Brian, you're pretty good at talking to people. You could ask him if he's interested in a dwarf tossing contest.
Are we going to be tossing dwarves?
I would just ask. I mean, we could come if we could find enough dwarfs. We could make it into a contest, right?
Are we even strong enough to toss dwarves?
I
Ooh,
don't know.
there's something I could do. Kind of make people bigger.
Ooh, that sounds like fun.
Oh,
But
hello.
that won't work with me. Maybe with you.
Oh,
Hmm.
hello, Kunari. Derek has walked down the stairs and is making his way to the back room.
Derek,
Hi, Derek. Bye,
where's a
Derek.
blacksmith shop at?
A blacksmith?
Yeah.
Do you need equipment or
No, I need raw iron.
he looks at Brian and Flame and cocks an eyebrow.
He
I
wants to
Raw
just
drink
iron
it.
I just shrug.
wants
He
to
wants
drink
to
it.
drink it. Mhm.
Kunari, for the betterment of your health, it might be better if I don't tell you where to find it.
Yeah, but it'll be super secret, fade anti-warding.
Ah, that's what this is about.
Yes.
Against my better judgment, there's a blacksmith. If you go up the street, if you as you leave, go right, take the street up. Uh, the first right turn you come to, there's a blacksmith shop just around the corner. He's a very good blacksmith, so if you do need equipment from him, I would suggest paying him a visit.
Okay. Thank you.
When you get there, don't tell him why you want the iron, just tell him you want it, because otherwise, I think he'll probably just laugh you out of the shop.
I also want a iron carriage that hasn't been worked, so not heated or anything, just an iron carriage, and then an iron suit of armor that hasn't been
You
worked or heated either.
you do realize that those are impossibilities, right? You cannot. You cannot work raw iron without heating it.
Maybe get some tape or some glue or something.
I do not think that will work, Kunari.
Maybe.
Ding ding. Um, good luck with your search. Should you need anything else, I'll be in the back.
Okay.
As he walks by up to the door, you see him stopping. Ah, Horace, how'd things go? And the dwarf just grumbles something at him. Fair enough. And he walks into the back.
Brian, his name's Horace. Horace the Dwarfus.
Okay.
Man, why you gotta be pressuring me? I'm just gonna slide off my chair.
I'm bored.
How could you be bored with and I'm gonna push Kanari's chair forward a little bit as I walk by it with this pile of knowledge and entertainment.
Oh, I mean, like, I want to try out new spells on things that are easily lit on fire board.
Got it. But there might be like a more peaceful way, man, like
So
who am I kidding? And I'm just gonna roll my eyes and walk over and hop on a stool next to the door.
All right. He doesn't bother looking at you. He's, like I said, he's got another flagon of ale in his hand and he's about halfway through it.
What's up?
Lilith looks at you and like shakes her head, and you hear her mutter under her breath, "Your funeral." She walks back over to this cask of ale, starts filling flagons. The dwarf sets his flagon down very gently and looks at you. What do you want, little one?
So my friends over there, well, I'll be honest, we're bored as hell. Or the
Lame
nine
ways.
hells. Or
Get to the
Arcadia,
point.
Just want to invite you over to our tables to drink and talk and
I don't
merriment.
feel like company right now.
Bad day.
He just kind of glares at you a little bit.
I stare very serenely at him. Without like a care in the world. We've all had bad days, man. Well, actually, I haven't had a bad day in like 50 years. Really.
That's nice. And he goes back to his drink. He is paying attention to the three of you, but he's still very standoffish.
So what happened, my dude? What caused this bad day? Sing us your
Uh,
tale.
Illith immediately steps in. No, that's just not quite enough of that. Let's not bother Horace.
guys, don't we
He,
have a quest of slavers or something?
he waves his hand in front of Illith. If they want to hear about it, that's fine. It's not my place to judge the nosiness of others.
Oh, we're very nosy. But we're also friendly.
So I
Please, my dude,
gather.
love to hear your story.
I went on a job with my crew. Do you see anyone else here with
No, my dude. Did they get
me? Put
captured?
two and two together then.
Did they get lost?
He
Did the
just looks.
arch did an
He just
archfey
looks at you.
did an archfey summon her into her realm and not let him go?
Elith, kindly ask these gentlemen to leave before I crack someone's skull.
Maybe we could help out. I mean, if they're just lost, we could
They're
probably go find them.
dead, you nimwit.
Oh, why didn't you just come out and say that then?
I need to make a roll.
Remember, Brian's between me and him.
You know, fuck you, Llama. I seem to recall you goading me to fucking go talk to this guy, and all of a sudden now you're butting your head in. I was just about to put on the swarm, you know?
Oh, okay. With the what's
he
yeah, I saw it.
he looks at you, Brian, and he looks at Flame, and he looks back at Kunari, and he says, "You're not worth it. You're members of the guild. You might as well be extended family." And he like tugs on his beard a couple of times, like calm himself. Not gonna do it. Not tonight. Not if not at a remembrance. Not at a remembrance. Maybe tomorrow. Just
Sorry for your loss.
thank you.
Yeah, my dude. Sorry for your loss.
Now, if you don't mind, I would like to be left alone for the rest of the evening.
Come on, guys.
All right.
No. I'm sorry this shit happened to you, man. But just know that we, as crazy as we are, we get shit done.
He holds up 5 fingers and starts counting down.
I'm gonna hop off the stool, scurry my little feet back to this chair, and then sit across and look at Flame with like piercing eyes.
Well, that went pretty well, don't you think, my dude?
You certainly had a way of interrupting my flow.
Oh, that's what that was? My bad.
I mean, you sent me over there, man,
Yeah, exactly.
and then you barged in.
I didn't barge in. I
Okay.
just
Well, that's fair. You did barge in.
sauntered into the
You
conversation and asked.
Flame. I
what-
stand. You're right. You sauntered, but then you brought Kunari. I would point over like to Kunari, and then he followed, and boner teeth,
Yeah.
boner teeth over there.
Hey, I said sorry. Kunari's been hurt before. I understand.
Yeah.
I can't stay mad at you guys. I love you guys.
So,
Yeah.
don't we
Love
have
you
a
too,
quest with the
bro.
slaver?
We're waiting. We're waiting for Mont, Kunari. We're waiting for Mont.
Oh,
We got
okay.
nothing to do until Mont gets
Gentlemen,
back. Hey,
if you
Derek.
have nothing else to do but bother Horace over there,
Mhm.
can I ask you a favor?
Absolutely.
I need someone to deliver a package into the Mages Guild for me.
Okay.
It's quite an expensive trinket, so if you'd be so kind as to not lose it, I would appreciate that.
Sure. Where's the
Oh,
Mages Guild?
Follow the main road into the city. When you
Mhm.
reach the main plaza, take the left hand road and follow it until you reach the mage's quarters. You will find the
Sure.
guild pretty much dead center in the quarters.
Cool. Is it like a giant tower in the middle of the city?
No, it looks more like a prison, to be honest.
Oh. Are there Dementors there?
Dement what?
Ghosts? Spirits?
I,
Poltergeists?
if there are, I haven't heard about them.
I mean, would you hear about them? Mages have some powerful magic. You know what I'm saying, my dude?
I am very good friends with the head of the Mages Guild. If there were spirits of any nature, I'd probably have heard about it.
Why would a head of a mage guild just like bring that up in random conversation? You know what I'm saying, my dude? Like, do you go up to people and be like, "Hey, I'm a member of a secret society"? No, you don't. You keep that to yourself.
He just clears his throat and hands you a package and walks away.
Hi, Derek. You guys
Guys,
ready to go?
what if we get attacked by Faye on the way? We should get the special iron. Get all drink the iron for Faye resistance.
I'm not worried about it. Kunari, I think we're safe within city limits.
Okay, but if I get attacked by a Fae on the way, I'm gonna blame it on you.
Kunari, man, remember that Faye Warlock chick said that that the Archfey wouldn't come into the city limits. We had to leave, remember? So you're safe.
Her pixies
Yeah.
come all the time though.
Only with that warlock chick.
And she's not here, she's gone. We
Yep.
saw her leave with Mr. Mushroom Stalk and those other guys
That's
who I
true.
completely forgot exist.
And
See, my dude.
I guess she isn't that bad. She did give me the secret to kill all the Fae.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly, man. Yeah.
Yeah.
And we killed some rats here and got it all over a rugged floor.
Mhm.
And we're great. We're good. We're safe.
We're totally tubular, my dude.
Okay, but
Let's
Kunari
go.
wants to get that iron before I go to bed.
Okay, Kunari.
Yeah. You work that out.
Kunari, I have one question for you though. What's the
Yeah.
password?
Boner?
Correct. All right, we're good to go.
Wait. We got to revise it. It's been a while.
Okay,
Boner teeth. Boner
bo-
teeth.
boner
Boner
teeth?
teeth. Boner
Butter
teeth.
teeth.
Boner teeth is better than baby boners, which probably sounds really wrong.
Yeah, I agree.
Let's avoid that being our password.
What's wrong with baby
All right.
boners?
Oh, that's right. Yeah, we're moving on.
A sentence no one has uttered ever.
Yeah, right.
Okay. You guys head out into the city. Uh, take
Ninja,
the
real
main.
quick, messenger.
Got it. Oh, they haven't actually noticed that yet. So
All
they
right, fair
haven't.
enough.
Nobody paid close enough attention to actually notice that last session. All right.
Not with this group.
No, no, that's great.
I, no
Unfortunately.
offense, but I can tell. It's
Yeah,
highly entertaining, though. A plus, guys.
Mott's the one that herds the goats or the sheep or whatever, so he's
Cats.
got
Yeah,
it.
you guys
It's
seem a lot
cats.
more. You guys are a lot more loose than my group, so
Yeah.
which is
Oh yeah,
enjoyable. I'm
Aku,
thoroughly entertained so far. Anyways, I'm
honestly,
derailing.
if
You guys continue on.
no, it's fine. It's fine. If anyone's gonna notice anything in this group, it's Mott, and he's not here.
Exactly.
That's fair.
Fucking
Yeah.
Shane's character is aloof, all about fucking face shit, and fucking Flame and my character are stoners. Like
Yeah.
we're not observant at all.
Nope.
That's fair. Anyways, I'll leave you guys to your story.
Life goes our way, and we just kind of go with the flow. So,
Yeah.
Much the ninja's got.
Yeah, if you've seen the movie Half Baked, that's it right there. Blaming
Yeah.
Brian.
Anyway, you guys head out into the city. You follow the road. Are you going? Now here's the question: are you going to the blacksmith first, which is technically closer, or are you going to the college first?
college was what I think
Yeah.
Brian and
Okay.
Flame were hurting him towards.
Oh
So
yeah,
you guys
we're yeah.
you guys head into the city. You follow the main road to the plaza. You've never been this deep into into Gain before. Um, the city's big. It takes you like almost an hour to walk to the main plaza. After you get to the main plaza, you take the left-hand road, and there's a decidedly different air to the city as soon as you hit the Mages District. The air is thicker. It's got cloying smells and strange sounds and all kinds of weird flashing lights going off in buildings, and the shops are all very esoteric and dark looking. Several of the shopkeepers are dressed in outlandish outfits. One gentleman dressed from head to toe in a blue three-piece suit, wielding. He's got a grimoire or something in his hand, and he's like watering his plants with his finger. One of the women is dressed in this just vibrant colors, clashing constantly as she moves, and you almost certain that her clothes are shifting colors based on where she's standing in the light. Because at one moment it's green, the next thing there's a bright yellow where the green was, and then it's reds and oranges, and it's very, very hard to look at.
As we're observing all these things, I'm just gonna look at Flame and Kunari, who's probably to both my sides, and be like, I don't know, man. This is a little too much to my senses, you know.
I know what you mean, my dude. It's a bit overwhelming.
Ah, that's the word, overwhelming. Yeah, it's like too much, you know. Just
Mhm,
sit, relax, look at the stars, sit under a tree, take a nap.
mhm.
Wait, are there trees? And I'm gonna look around, kind of looking for like natural trees.
Surprisingly, there are some trees, but they are most definitely not naturally grown. One of them has like a bright green trunk and blue leaves, and the other one is a tree that the last time you saw a tree like this was you were halfway across the world in the mountains. It was cold, snowy, and they were everywhere. This tree should not be in the desert.
This isn't right. I don't like this.
Probably magic. Maybe Fae.
Definitely magic. Definitely magic.
I mean, we're all like magic. We don't do this. What is
Yeah,
this?
we like to save our magic for, special reasons. I don't know. They
Well,
just like to use magic, I guess.
I mean, do you really want to urinate out of your finger?
a
I have to.
what?
That is not my idea of the best way to urinate, my dude.
Excuse
What the
me.
fuck?
The gentleman in the seat he's turned and looking at you. I am not urinating. This is a create water spell.
Mhm.
Yeah, but I
Seriously,
wait. I do that too, man. But mine comes in the buckets, you know, from the sky or like.
I don't need a whole bucket. I just need to water the plants. It's called moderation. Learn
Are,
some.
are those plants even real? I mean, that one's green, and that one
The,
belongs to the winter.
yes, they're real. They're very much real.
I don't know. This is all right. Well, pee away. I'm just gonna see why.
He looks very. He looks like he's been accosted, and he's just like, I say.
Ryan, I
Um,
heard
as you
a druid of the third circle can make plants grow for a year.
Well, I mean that's great, you know, considering I've lived in the wilderness for most of my life, alone, by myself.
as you continue down the street, things get more and more outlandish. You see several people like sitting at a what looks to be some kind of diner or cafe or something, but the tables are all floating, as are the chairs. Um, this whatever the mages in the mages quarter do, they have no qualms showing off. As a matter of fact, it looks like they're competing with one another to see who has the most flamboyance in the district. And then after about 20 minutes of walking, you come to what can only be the college. It's a squat, gray, dour looking building, so stone ramparts, whatever those are called, parapets, I think. Uh,
Parapets.
just
Parapets.
parapets, thank you. Uh, Rising into the sky. And several men dressed in like light chainmail with spears and short swords, as well as shields, standing guard outside. As you
That's
approach, one of them looks at the three of you, and unless you've got business here, I suggest you turn around.
we do have business here, but first I'm kind of curious. Are you supposed to be here? You don't look like a magey type.
Uh, okay. Let me see how
There's,
he reacts to that.
there's only supposed to be mages here, not guards.
All right.
We fucking so don't
He looks at you, and if you would like a demonstration of my magical prowess, I suggest that you continue your behavior. Otherwise, what is your business?
Whoa. Okay, that's not necessary, sir. We have business here. May we entree?
What is your business?
Delivery.
Package pizza
Delivery?
delivery.
Well,
Shut up, Canary.
it's not a pizza. It's a package. It's a trinket.
Oh, I thought it
It's
was a
a
pizza.
it's a very special trinket for a very special wizzy.
It's.
Who
We're
sent
Planet
you?
Express, and we're here on a delivery. All right,
Who sent you?
Derek.
Derek.
Of the Adventurers Guild.
Yeah,
I look around
Oh,
like I don't know his last name. Oh shit.
I don't know if
that
he's ever told
Derek.
us his has he ever told us his last name?
Very
Derek
well.
Hofstetter.
What?
Throwing it out there. He
If
looks
you're
like a
here,
Hofstetter.
if you're here from the
Hasselhoff.
Cartographers Guild, you're welcome to come in, please.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you.
Do you
But
know who your package is intended for?
mm, no,
I thought as much.
it was.
Well,
It was just.
I mean, we
We're
could
supposed
go
to.
in there and ask, does anyone need a trinket? And
Well, I think
Head,
everybody could use a trinket. But is it special
I
order?
don't need it. I don't need a
No, no.
trinket.
Kunari has
head,
foolproof plan.
You
We
could
just
use a
ask the
trinket. It's
password.
fine.
If they know the password, then they get package.
Don't start with that now, Kunari.
Yeah, they don't need to know boner teeth is a password. All right.
the
Don't tell
guard
everybody the
pumps
password.
his spear
I
in
haven't.
and clears his throat. Gentlemen, if you would be so kind as to pay attention. Head
Sorry,
inside,
sir.
go to the left, follow the staircase up. You'll find yourself in a library. The librarian there is the head of the guild. You'll, he'll be able to help you.
Got it.
And he steps aside and lets you through the door.
Thanks, my dude. By the way, what magic were you gonna use? Was it
Uh,
flame magic? And he's gonna like produce flame in his hand. Was it flame
no,
magic?
he he levels his spear at you basically, and the spear tip ignites in electricity. No.
Ah, not the good kind of magic.
He's a
Never
thunder
mind.
mage.
And he just goes inside.
I'm gonna
Thunder,
follow
Um,
Flame,
thunder,
but shrug
thunder.
and
Oh,
say, I think that's pretty cool.
It's not
You
as
do
cool as
you.
flame
Flame,
magic, though.
make a dex save for me real quick.
Who,
Ooh.
Flame or me?
Flame.
Dex save.
All
Jesus.
right, you pass. As you begin to walk away after saying that, he very quickly like slaps the spear in your general direction, and you
Mhm.
see it coming out of the corner of your eye, and you manage to get out of the way. As the spear taps against the wall, there's a thunderous crack of lightning, and there's a scorch mark on the stone. And he just looks at
Ooh,
you and smiles wickedly.
that's yeah. But my magic burns things down, so. And he's just gonna casually walk inside.
I mean, I think they'd still make the same scorch mark on the ground, Because don't.
I think thunder magic's pretty cool.
Well, that was
My
clearly lightning, Kunari.
What's the difference?
Thunder is
sound and
sound.
noise.
You can't have thunder without lightning.
I mean,
Can you just have to be
the
in a
other way
soundless place?
around, but whatever. As you walk in, the place is definitely not the same on the inside. Outside, it's dour and gray and kind of dark looking. Inside, there's multicolored candles floating everywhere. It's bright, cheery. There are people walking back and forth in colorful outfits and robes, and just You see a few people who look like your normal average adventurers, dressed kind of like you guys are, but they are like reading crystal balls and like making things float through the air. They're definitely mages of some kind, but they're the more worldly version.
Go straight to the
Hmm.
library.
All right. So
To the
you head
left,
in,
up the stairs. To the
head,
library we go.
you head up the stairs, passing people left uh, who can kind of give you weird looks um, until like you get to the top of the stairs and you find the library door. Uh, as you walk in, there's a rather unusual man sitting there. He's 6'3". He's burly as a oak tree, and he's sitting there with the tiniest little sliver of a wand in his hand, and he is making books float from room to room. He sees the three of you and just one moment. I need to finish categorizing these novels. Just
Pizza
sit down
delivery. Do you
somewhere.
have the password?
Sit down, and I'll get to you in a moment.
William's gonna lean into Brian. I think he's the head of the guild.
I
As he sits
I
down.
I nod and sit down as well.
All right. It takes about 5 more minutes, and finally the last book floats across the room, settles itself inside of a shelf, and he puts the wand down and cracks his neck. All right. What can I do for you, gentlemen?
Pizza delivery. Do
Is
you have
your
the
name
password?
is your name Escanor? Out of curiosity.
No, my name is Harley.
Oh, okay. We have a delivery for you. It's a trinket, or for somebody. We were just told to bring it here by Derek.
Oh, trust Derek not to divulge pertinent information.
No.
That trinket is for my daughter.
Ah,
Come, follow me. We'll deliver it with. I'll take you with me to her.
okay.
Mind your manners. My daughter is very particular.
Oh
Ah.
no. Well then, be forewarned.
Is there Faye around?
He kind of there
Gesture
are
my head to Ganari as if in confirmation.
there are no fae in this college, as far as I am aware.
Whew,
They tend
that's a
to
relief.
avoid cities.
I know plenty of Faye at the guild.
Yes, I've heard about Zinni and her archfey patron, as well as the little company her friend keeps.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
not
Did
every
you
day you
know?
find.
Did you know
Mhm.
that iron is their mortal enemy?
Only the weak ones.
Oh, now
Iron
you
is
tell
nothing
me.
more than an irritant to the stronger versions.
Still can't hurt though.
Oh, it can hurt. It'll hurt you quite a bit should you expose a greater fey to a piece of iron.
But it's Faye repellent, so I should coat my body with it.
No, it does not repel the fey. It causes them grave. It makes them sick, or it does not cause. It does not repel them. It the only reason they are repelled by it is because, unlike like any other creature, they don't enjoy the sensation of being ill.
Good to know. Still can't hurt.
Interesting. And he stands up and leads you guys out of the library, takes you through one of the main halls. People are watching the three of you walk by with Harley and whispering, "What do you think they're here for? I don't know. They're adventurers. They're probably here to have a magical trinket identified or something. You know, adventurers."
Auditions. We're here for auditions.
Harley looks at the gathered crowds. Go back to your business. Nothing to see here. As he leads you up the stairs of one of the towers, He leads you to the very top, and he knocks on the door very politely. Trisha, you have a package. This the door opens, and this little, like 9-year-old girl is standing there in a green dress, and she looks at the three of you, and they still look like couriers. What do they want?
We're special couriers. We have a delivery for you, though.
Oh,
It's
So
not
it's
pizza.
a trinket. Brian, you want to give it to her?
Hey, you take it.
No, I think you did. Well,
Okay.
maybe I did.
I fit it up.
He's gonna hand it to you, so you can hand it to her.
Plot twist, you left it at the guild.
Yeah, we didn't take it at all. It's still at the table. The dwarf fucking stole it. Yeah, I'm just gonna take it from Flame and then hand it over like it's some valuable thing with kind of a half bow.
she takes it from you, opens it, and it's a amulet of some nature. She looks at it. Her eyes go wide for a few moments. Oh, it's beautiful. Father, how did you know I wanted one of these? And he just smiles and I have my ways. I'm your father. Try it on. She slips it over her head, and two things happen simultaneously. First, there's a bright green flare of energy from around her, and then the amulet goes bright and then darkens. And she looks up and, oh, I can breathe, finally. Thank you, Father.
What happened?
That is a amulet of repression. It helps repress magical power. My daughter is a very powerful sorceress. Unfortunately, her powers are far too great for her frail body, and therefore she requires aid in keeping them in check. Fortunately, these amulets only last about 6 or so months before they break.
Hmm.
Like, what level of spell can you cast?
She looks at you, and if I wanted to, I could turn you inside out right now with the snap of my fingers.
Ooh, polymorph! And I start clapping.
She looks at her father and, interesting curious, Father. Is there anything you need me for now, or can I go rest? He just shoos her off. Go rest, you. I will take care of these three.
I I hope I take care of you. Mean like give us tea and crumpets, and not like the. And he makes this thumb across his neck. Yeah,
What kind of monster do you take me for?
I don't. You're a giant man, though. How did you get so bulky? Do you like lift every day?
My father was a woodcutter. I spent most of my formative years cutting trees.
Ah.
It wasn't until I was well into my teens and 20s I realized that I had magical abilities. They did not manifest until I accidentally lit the barn on fire.
Eh, that's a bummer. I mean, it's cool to know you have powers, but it's a bummer that you burnt down the barn.
Yes, my family was rather upset with me. Anyway,
I get it.
please, this way. He
I
leads
get
you
it, my
down.
dude. And flame produces a flame. I get it, my dude. And then he puts it away.
Follow me if you would. Did Derek pay you for this little endeavor, or do I need to compensate you?
I think you're gonna need to compensate us. We really didn't ask for much, but
I see. Very well. Follow me to my office. I keep most of the guild funds there.
cool.
He leads you downstairs into what looks to be a very beautiful office. He's got a mahogany table. The desk looks to be some kind of cherry wood or something similar. He walks over to what looks like a small statue of a gargoyle. He taps it on the nose and it like shifts to the right. He leans down and opens a safe and pulls out a coin pouch and shuts the safe, and the gargoyle slides back to the left. Ah, Hang on a sec.
So how's everybody doing?
Good.
Weather is wonderful here.
Where is here?
Currently I'm on vacation at Myrtle Beach in South Carolina.
Ah, cool.
Yeah, it's the last day at the beach, so I'll be returning home soon.
Very nice, very nice.
All right. I have to run my mom's purse to her. She forgot her pills and her inhaler and all that good stuff that she
Oh,
needs.
That's not good.
open, got treasure bag, now holding treasure bag in front of
Harley
us.
hands you a coin pouch with about 100 gold, or not 100 gold, 100 silver. My apologies. 100 silver in it, and
Each or for total?
no, it's total.
Okay.
Remember, you
Okay.
guys are supposed to be splitting these. I can't give you huge amounts each.
Right.
And besides that, it's just a delivery.
So how much
Are
is
we
that for each
giving Mod
person?
a cut, or are we just divided by 3?
What? No, he wasn't here.
No,
Yeah.
whatever Mott loses out on, he loses out on.
Okay, I'll take
Don't think
34. You
he'll
guys
mind.
take 33 each.
Jesus.
Okay.
I feel so
Ow.
slighted.
Well, that could bring my total silver up to 69.
Well, that's funny because it brings. Wait, it was gold that we got, right? Or
It
no,
was
No,
silver?
it's
silver.
silver.
Well, who cares? Okay. All right. Brings mine up to 60.
Important distinction.
Yes.
Yes, there's a big difference between 100 gold and 100 silver.
Very big difference.
He looks at the three of you and, well, thank you for delivering the trinket, as it were. If you need anything, by all means, say so. If not, I have other business to attend.
Okay.
No problem, man. Thank you for
Oh,
the silver.
I got a question for you. Just in case if you know, just throwing it out there. Have you heard about a ring of ne'er-do-wells who are kidnapping children and putting them into slavery or something like that? Have you heard? Do you have any information about that? Because we're going to try to stop it, and
Oh, good
we're trying
thinking.
to figure out who's doing it.
I'm afraid I don't know anything about any ne'er-do-wells kidnapping children.
Ah, okay.
If I do find out anything, though, I will send word to Derek at the guild and have him inform you.
Appreciate it.
It doesn't have to be children. It could just be slaves in general, because we got to stop it.
While slavery is indeed illegal in Neomar, unfortunately, it is a very real thing that happens almost every day. The black markets, especially here in Gain, are thriving.
Well, thank you for your time. We'll get out of your hair. Wait, does he have hair?
Yes, he has hair.
Okay.
I'm sure it's a
But
lion's mane.
but Brian, you're not in his hair.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because we're out of
All
it.
right, you guys head out back into the city. As you leave, the guards, give you a nod, and it's not the same guards. The shift has changed during the time you were in there.
Kunari wants to stop at Blacksmith now. Would you guys come with me?
Sure.
Cool.
All right, you guys head for the blacksmith. You pass the guild going to the blacksmith. As you pass, you hear a scuffle from the inside, but as you look through the windows, you just see the only thing going on is Illith cleaning up what looks to be a broken chair.
Gonna stick my head in the door and ask if and be like, "Is everything okay?"
As you stick your head in the door, you see three men laid out and Horace standing over the three of them, shouting into their faces, "Don't you ever dare disrespect my comrades again! I'll teach you another lesson just to be sure." Illith
Okay.
just kind of like waves you off, like it's just go, go, go.
Okay. Hi. Hi, Horace. Bye, Horace.
When you reemerge, I'm gonna be like, we good?
Horace just beat the shit out of a bunch of people, but yeah, my dude, we're good.
Hilarious.
Did they
Like a mug
deserve it?
flew out the way after you.
Did they deserve it?
I think they said something mean about Horace's dead friends,
Oh, they deserved it
so
then,
probably. And Horace didn't seem like he was in a mood to share, so I just kind of left.
right?
Good call.
I wouldn't be in
So
a
you
mood to
make it.
share either if you died, Flame.
Aw, you're so sweet, Kunari. That's why I
That
like you, my
smile.
dude.
You guys take your right turn, head into the obvious blacksmith shop. There's a forge outside, and there's two men working what looks to be like a large either axe blade or something of that nature. One man's holding it with a pair of tongs, and the other one's hitting it with a hammer. And they look up at you and they give you like a curt nod before going right back to work. As you walk in, the owner, surprisingly enough, is a dwarven woman.
Hmm.
She looks up at the three of you and, what can I get you, gentlemen?
I need all the iron ore I can carry.
She kind of looks you up and down. That doesn't sound like you. Doesn't sound like much then.
Well, they can help. I need to. Don't worry. I need a lot of
No,
iron ore.
no, 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 no. You said
Roll
all the ore
1d6
you
psychic damage.
carry. You said all the ore you could carry. You said nothing about your friends.
Yeah, plus I don't want to carry any, Kunari. You can carry it yourself. Plus, you
Can
don't
we?
need more than a mug's worth, anyways.
Can we
Yeah, I
bring
don't know.
Charlene Nape Jezebel?
I don't know. I don't know if I want to help you carry things either, Kunari.
Fine, all the iron ore I can carry, and it can't be heated or it has to be cold iron. Never seen fire.
I'm gonna
And
nudge Flame and say, "You didn't even ask why I don't want to carry his ore."
I know.
Why don't you want to carry the ore?
Oh, well, now you ask.
Yeah,
Would you be sad if I died?
of course I would be.
Well, you didn't say it. You just said about Flame.
Well, did he have skip seeds?
What?
I don't know. Kunari's
the
Fey wiles.
Yeah,
dwarven proprietress
I'm just
is
standing
looking at
there.
you
I'm
with
just standing there sulking.
the dwarven proprietress is looking at you with confusion and a little bit of concern. Are you all right, dear?
Yeah. So, Brian, will you help me carry iron ore? I'd be sad if you died too.
That's now. This is all contingent upon the fact that I give you the iron ore.
Mm-hmm.
What makes you think you need raw iron ore?
It's for
Are
a
you
project I'm
planning
working
to?
on.
Are you
I'm not
planning
your
to pick up the
competition. Don't
Smith
worry.
Melon?
I'm not your competition.
I'm not worried about competition, dear. I'm worried about what you could be possibly thinking to do with pounds worth of iron ore.
Okay, I'm gonna step forward and like hold up a hand. Ma'am, you are a dwarf, correct?
What gave it away? The beard.
Definitely the beard. Beautiful beard. The braids especially. So you like to mine, right? You folk enjoy dungeon delving, mining, scraping away at rocks and stuff, correct?
The dwarven folk have long worked iron and stone. Yes.
So here's the situation. Kunari wants to buy your ore so he could drink it. And then you can mine his bowels.
He wants to do what with my iron ore?
Exactly. He wants to
Well, only
ingest
a
the ore.
little bit. The rest of it.
Kunari, I'm negotiating. He
Okay.
wants to ingest the iron ore, and then of course he'll die because he's an idiot. And then we'll have to excavate the ore from his body.
You don't have to, but
It's a lot of value, no.
I don't know how. I don't think cold iron, just the amount that he could drink before he dies would be that much.
Yeah, but it's not
So I
cold
don't
iron.
know.
This is regular ore. He's not asking for cold iron.
Well, that is cold iron. Or is
So
cold iron.
so wait, iron is iron is cold iron if you put it in like a fridge or something?
No, if you just find it in the ground. Where the temperature's a little bit lower, but
Oh,
constant.
because heat rises. Yes, that's
Yes.
true.
Mhm.
Huh. I'm gonna go silent and kind of step back again.
Yeah, I want to drink just a little bit of it, but I also want to put it in my tie ropes around me and put the iron or or in the ropes and make like a suit of armor with it.
I give Flame a nudge with my elbow and kind of like roll my eyes.
Flame just nods.
See? A project. Ma'am?
Sorry, I was taking care of the kiddos.
It was an appropriate silence from the dwarven woman.
Yes,
It really was.
she sits there tapping her. She's tapping her lips with one hand, and she's looking at the three of you. Well, you make a convincing argument. But I'm not going to pass off my iron ore for you to imbibe. You
See,
don't look like
Kunari?
you don't look like a rust monster to me, so there's no reason for you to want to imbibe iron.
I just want to drink just a little bit of it, and the rest I'm going to make into a suit of armor.
You just said if you wanted a suit of armor, all you had to do was ask.
No. I want the iron. I'm going to buy ropes and tie the iron around me and wear it.
He wants cold
That
iron armor.
that's not going to offer you a lick of protection.
Against Faye, it will.
Is that what this is all about? You're afraid of the Fey folk for some reason?
Yeah, they're so scary and big, and I got bullied by an
I
archfey
have
not too
never
long ago.
I have never once met a Fey folk in this
I,
city.
they're my roommates.
Then why are you afraid
Wait,
of them?
is this a different blacksmith?
They
Yes,
kidnapped
this is
me
very
and
different. Like
tied me to a tree and
Okay,
had the
cool.
kids, fake pixie kids, poke at me.
They're my roommates. I love it.
I fail to see distinction, but all right. Again, it's not going to offer you any protection. Cold
I,
iron, cold iron only irritates higher Fey, as
Okay,
far as I'm
wait.
aware.
Okay, Kunari. Yeah, ma'am. Kunari, can you stand next to Flame and let me talk to her in private, please?
yes, sure.
Okay. Flame, do
Mhm.
fire tricks. Distract him, Show him your
Sure.
magical prowess. All right.
He'll start juggling fire. See? Ooh.
It's pretty cool,
Walk up
Flame.
to the woman. And in a very low voice, I'll be like, listen, he's really damaged, but we love him in like a endearing pet kind of way, And he's also quite useful in some instances. If at anything, just to block some hits.
I see.
So could you perhaps do something under the auspices of helping him for his fear, but really just do something normal?
Like what?
How about a weapon of something, or shields that has that
I
thing?
can do you one better, I think. Well, give me a minute.
Thank you very much. And of course, we'll
Walks.
pay very handsomely.
She walks out of the building, and you hear her talking outside to the sound of the hammer stops. You hear her talking to one of the gentlemen outside, and he walks in with her, and he's wiping sweat from his brow, and he's like, "All right, he's the one who's got a problem with faithful."
Right here.
Uh,
Point to Kunari.
hello.
He kind of looks you up and down, and you look like a strapping young lad. Why are you scared of a wee fairy?
Because they bully me and they torture me and they torment me and many summers in the Feywild, many summers Kunari spent wandering. And they laugh at me and throw rocks at me and steal Kunari's name and give Kunari a different name. And Kunari not like Fey.
All right, that makes a little bit of sense, I suppose. He reaches into his pocket and he pulls something out. It's a stone tied to a string, basically, and he like spins it around his finger a couple times and then flips it to you.
I catch it. What is this?
It's a river stone.
What does that do?
Ooh, Riverstone. I've heard about those.
What'd
It's
you
a
hear?
talisman. It's a talisman against the Fey, lad.
Does it work?
You find it. Give me a moment to explain, and you'll understand. You find a river stone. that's had a hole worn through it naturally by the water. You put that on a string and you carry it with you, and the Fey folk can't bother you. It only works on the little ones, mind you. The big ones it don't really do much against. So anything greater than, a member of the Seed, and you're up Chit's Creek.
Okay,
For
how
the little
much?
ones, so from the sounds of it, you need it more than I do.
How much for it?
Lad, that means I'm giving it to you as a gift.
Oh, thank you. And I start rubbing my hands together. I tie it around my neck and wear it proudly. Can I get
Flame,
iron ore armor too?
what a princely gift,
It
right,
is.
Flame?
It very much is.
I mean, the priests of Cirilali, they have one dangling off their bits all the time, Usually at the fronts, because hangs off the gut.
Usually two of them, right, in a pair.
I mean, if you're really lucky to find 2 river stones, absolutely, you get 2
Mm-hmm.
dangly bits.
Anyway, Missy, can I go back to work now? Go on,
Thank you, sir.
get back to your axe. And he nods to the three of you and walks out. He goes back to hammering on the axe.
So can I get iron
Now,
armor too?
no, that little trinket will be more than enough protection for you, I'm sure.
Okay, well,
You can
oh,
trust Obi and his mystical ways. It's always served him good in the past. He grew up in the Elven Kingdom, where the Fey folk are thick. It says that talismans kept him safe since he was a child.
hmm okay. Thank you, Kunari. Very grateful.
You're welcome. Now, if there's anything else you need within the realm of my abilities, do let me know.
I'm gonna
Uh,
hand her a gold piece and a little wink. Thank you, ma'am. You were most helpful.
She pockets the coin, and you're very welcome. Now, unless you have other business, you hear a thump at the door. I think I have a customer.
All right. I'm gonna just exit.
Thank you. Bye
All right.
bye.
As you guys walk out, there's three very sour-looking gentlemen standing there. One of them with a broken blade in his hand.
Oof, you should get that looked at.
Gee, I wonder why I'm at a blacksmith.
Great service.
If you don't mind, quit blocking the door.
Flame will walk through.
All right, they walk in, and you hear them start talking to the proprietress. As you walk away, Kunai, you feel a little bit more secure in yourself now that you have a river stone.
yeah, I was about to say, Kunari feel. He was about to say, Kunari feel a lot safer now, a lot more confident.
That's
That's,
great, Kunari.
that's great.
As you guys approach the Ram's Home Tavern, you walk through the door, and Horace is drinking again. This time with the three gentlemen who you saw laid out in front of him earlier, Flame. Um, they're paying for his drinks.
Nice.
I'm gonna walk close to them and just say, "Does anyone need a spot of healing?"
The three of them look at you, and you notice one of them's missing one of his front teeth. Uh, One of them can't see straight out of both eyes because they're both black and blue, and the third one has a serious welt upside the left side of his skull.
Nobody?
Gee, what makes you think we could use healing? Almost as if we've been beaten by a drunk dwarf.
It's true.
I'm just offering. I'm not. I mean,
He,
there's no sarcasm here. I'm legitimately curious. Some people take pride in taking lumps and healing naturally.
I'll be fine. All I lost was a tooth. My buddy here can't see straight, so if you'd be so kind as to tend to him so he could at least make it to his room, I'd appreciate it. And as for Knuckle Shuts over there, well, he was already messed up in the head before he took a shield to the side of the dome, so I don't know how much good you're going to be.
Well, I'm gonna put my palms together, whisper under my breath to Serenity, and cast Cure Wounds and touch the blinded guy, right,
All right,
and heal him.
all right. He heals. The swelling goes down. The bruises fade to that ugly purplish green color of like 3-week-old bruises. And he's like, "Oh, I can see again, but I'm gonna look like a fucking raccoon for the next 3 or 4 days. Thank you."
You're very welcome, sir.
Horace just looks at them. Another round. You see all three of them like flinch away from him, like, "Oh shit." Horace
I bet.
himself
I bet.
doesn't look any worse for wear. He's missing a. He's got a small patch of his mustache missing, but he's beyond that. He looks like he came out of that unscathed.
I'm gonna back away.
All right,
Rejoin Kunari and Flame.
all right. As you guys sit down, a couple of things happen. First is the door comes popping open, and Mott comes sauntering through. Uh, and the second is you notice that there's a young gentleman. I say young, but he doesn't. He's an adult. He's a young adult following Mott as he walks in. Um, he approaches the table, sits down, takes a like motions for a drink from Lilith, looks at the three of you, and good news, bad news. Which would you like first?
Yes.
Helpful.
Good news.
Good news. We've got time. Bad news. The kid's gonna be harder to get out than I thought. And he looks at the young man standing behind him. This is Sean.
Hi, Sean.
Hello.
Sean is the manservant of the Lord whose daughter we are attempting to rescue.
Hmm.
Uh, do you want to tell them, Sean, what you told me? He looks at the three of you and very well. The young mistress, has been kidnapped by a man by the name of Duke Archman. Um, he's a local lord
Okay.
who has made his fortune selling and buying illegal goods. We
Okay.
believe she's being kept in his manse in the center of the city.
Okay.
Therein lies the rub. His manse is heavily guarded at all times in all directions, including the underground sewer systems.
Okay.
His mansion?
Yes.
Okay, so
Mott looks at the three of you. So, you want to know the good news about my experience or the bad news?
good news.
Good news is big places like that are easy to hide in. Lots of little rooms you can duck into. So there's that. Bad
Okay.
news. These guards are half as vigilant as old Shawnee boy here says. Getting in's going to be the problem.
Okay.
Kunari could turn
And
into rat and scout out place.
you could. That might be helpful. He looks at Brian. You're the problem. in this situation because
What?
we may need to crack some skulls.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I know you're not exactly big on the whole violence for violence sake kind of thing.
I mean, there's many different ways to look at situations. If we're going in there to save kids from slavery, people who are causing kids to be enslaved are not exactly going to be my friends.
So I don't have to worry about you getting cold feet about cracking some poor fool's head open.
Well, I mean, it just really depends on who the fool is.
Fair enough. Works for me. We leave in 2 days. And he gets up and walks up to his room. Sean standing there, like shifting back and forth nervously on his feet. Um, can I go now?
Uh, no, Sean, you have to do a magic trick first before you can go.
Um, the only magic trick I know is how to make coins dance across my knuckles.
He'll flip him a silver. Show me.
All right. He's very nervous about it, but he does make it dance quite quickly across the backs of his knuckles.
Oh,
Pretty
nice.
impressive.
Well
Uh,
done. Off with you.
he flips the coin back at you and scurries back out.
No, he throws it back as soon as he catches it. That's for you.
Oh, thank you. I think it's the right. Yes, thank
Yeah.
you. And he
Toodles.
scurries out. And there is where we will end tonight.
Cool.
I'm sorry about the long break.
No worries.
My mom